Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2, also known as one of the worst horror films ever made. Like I said in my video I just put out for Silent Night, Deadly Night, I'm not a huge fan of that original film, but it's very well made considering the budget. I think it was 750,000 and it made over 2 million at the box office, and that was despite being pulled from a lot of theaters too. So impressive for a low budget slasher that was so controversial. This movie, it's not even a movie really. It's like half a film with half of the original movie.
Billy was there.
You think we should wake up Billy?
Billy told me everything.
Santa Claus!
Looks like you get to see him tonight after all, Billy.
If you haven't seen this movie outside of the Garbage Day meme, which has been around since the movie came out in '87.
Garbage Day!
Huh?
No!
Brief plot, quote unquote, synopsis. Ricky Chapman, the younger brother of Billy, the killer from the first movie. He turned into a serial killer too after Billy was killed at the end of the first movie. He ended up staying at the orphanage for a while. He went out on his own, turned into a crazy nutcase just like his brother, and he went on a killing spree, including killing the girl he was seeing at the time and her ex-boyfriend or some shit. He was arrested, brought into an interrogation room, and the first, I don't know, half hour of this movie is him telling the story of the first movie with a bunch of clips of the same shit we've seen before.
Need a ride, Santa Claus?
Well, no, not exactly.
Jump!
But the real treat with this movie is how terrible it is. Everything about it. The editing is atrocious. The sound design is atrocious. The acting, I don't even know how to describe the acting.
I'm your last chance. Yeah? Yeah.
Well, what makes you think you can bullshit your way into my head? Like every other pencil neck piece of shit.
I told you to get out.
Eric Freeman, I'm pretty sure that's his name, and it's astonishing that I'll remember his name and not the actor who plays Billy in the first movie, just from how bad he is in this film. If you want bad, terrible acting, everything that you think of about an actor and everything that they have to put into bringing their role to life, this guy does the exact opposite. And it's everyone in the movie, even though it is primarily focused on Ricky. Everyone is terrible. And they have him in this interrogation room after arresting him for killing a bunch of people randomly on the streets. And they allow him to hold on to his lighter, the eyebrows, all like that. His whole performance is so insanely over the top. And let me take this opportunity to talk about something. Because yeah, I say to myself, maybe I'm too harsh on movies sometimes, especially modern films, that I can't call a movie that's great excellent, or a good movie a great movie. I have tiers, and it may sound pretentious to some people, but it's just how I look at movies. There are standards. It operates the exact same way, going the opposite direction in quality. There's average, there's a little below average, there's bad, there's real bad, and there is terrible with almost no redeeming qualities whatsoever. This is one of those films. This is one of the worst horror films in existence, in my opinion. And I bring that up because I feel like people don't put these type of things in perspective when they're talking about how they felt about a movie. When you have someone saying a film, I'll pick one randomly from my mind, Talk to Me from a year or two ago. I thought it was a very, very good movie. A great film. I thought it was very overhyped. But you see people go to the extreme way too often. Like, way too often nowadays. And like I said, it's the same in both directions. I hate that movie. That's a strong term to use for anything. So when I hear someone make a statement like, I hated Talk to Me, the acting was terrible, which is actually a complaint I've heard about that film, I cannot take statements like that seriously or critiques from people when all you have to do is point to a movie like this and say, have you seen this acting?
Shoot. It's your dime.
Who killed your parents?
You really want to know?
Who, Ricky?
Santa Claus. He left us out there to die.
That was a long time ago. How could you possibly remember all that?
Because I was there.
Because that acting is nowhere near the level of greatness that we get in a lot of films that aren't too great of films, and they get shit on for being terrible movies. No, this is a terrible movie, and there are a slew of terrible movies out there. But I just feel like the terms hate and the worst are thrown around way too willy-nilly, way too casually, and it makes you want to step back and, like I said, say, here, have you seen this movie? Have you seen Troll 2? You can go down the list, but we got off topic a bit here, but honestly, there is not much to talk about the movie with this part 2. It's not a movie. I'll stick to that. It's a half movie with archival footage from the original one because they didn't have enough acting capability or enough of a script to flesh out all the dialogue and stuff in the interrogation scenes. So they just said, yeah, let's just throw archival footage from the first movie in and that'll explain and fill up 25-30 minutes. The only thing I do like is Mother Superior getting decapitated at the end by Ricky. She had that shit coming since the first movie. And yes, the garbage day line is iconic.
Garbage day!
Huh? No!
But it doesn't make this movie it's so bad it's good movie. It makes it a terrible film with one goofy ass line that's funny. But that's Silent Night Deadly Night Part 2. We have 3 more Silent Night Deadly Night films, only one of which, the next one, Silent Night Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out, is a continuation of Ricky's story. That one's not great at all either, but we have Bill Moseley playing Ricky in a coma and his brain's exposed. It's much better than this movie, I'll tell you that. Same with Silent Night Deadly Night 4, Initiation, I think. It's the one by Brian Usna with all the bugs. That has nothing to do with Silent Night Deadly Night. Same with Part 5, The Toy Maker. But for now, we're stopping at 2.
You know, I don't like your attitude, Bloom.